fascia that's the key to this.
И ключът разковничето към това е фасцията.
So I brought you a special present.
Донесъл съм един специален подарък.
From England.
От Англия.
Auction it later.
Нещо, което мога да продам на търг, притча от Теско. Теско е да видим как нас бил и...
Tesco bag. So here's our Tesco bag. So this is very similar to the structure of a human form. It's very movable, it's very flexible.
Тя е подвижна, гъвкава.
But it's also reasonably fragile.
Но и доста устойчива. Ранима.
Yeah. But while we can keep it moving, we can keep it mobile. Yeah. But the more tension we create into it, the less movability we
Колкото
have.
повече напрежение придаваме, толкова по-трудно става движението.
And the easier it is for Andrea here to come with his finger. I'm going to fall off the stage.
За Андрея ще е лесно.
Put his finger up through it. Go on, poke the finger into it.
Да се опита да мине с пръсти през нея.
Okay. It's not a problem. Now, if I make it looser, you haven't finished yet.
Но ако отпусне напрежението върху нея,
it's harder for him to create damage.
става много да я пробиеме.
So the more tension there exists in the
Тоест, колкото
structure,
повече напрежение има към една структура,
the easier it is to damage it.
толкова по-лесно е да я повредим.
It's not rocket science, it's very straightforward.
Което е простичко.
If we're trying to repair the tissue that has been damaged and we still have the tension, it becomes almost impossible.
Тоест, ако се опитаме да поправим една структура и приложим към нея напрежение, това ще е почти невъзможно.
When we have a damaged structure, I can quite easily, in looseness, bring that together and stitch that and do whatever I need to. The moment I create tension on either side of it, I have to fill that hole. I have to fill that hole with other material.
В момента, в който придам напрежение и стрес, трябва да запълня получения дефект с нещо.
And this is where potential scarring comes in.
И тук се появява феномена на повреждане посредством напрежението.
Okay? So we're always after flexibility and stability in equal measures, as much as possible.
Тоест винаги търсим баланса между подвижност и стабилност.
Most of my athletes, very few of my athletes, professional athletes that we're talking about, get injured. I don't like them getting injured. If they stay injured, that's the problem.
Голяма част от атлетите, с които работя, получават травми. Проблема е, ако продължат да бъдат проблеми тези след като се спомагаме.
I was lecturing to the British Olympic Association athletes last month.
Миналия месец говорих с британските атлети, които участват в Олимпиадата.
Did you know we're having Olympics in London this year?
Знаете ли?
We don't really want them.
Колко атлети ще участват?
We just didn't want the French to have. We just didn't want the French to have the Olympics, that's why. Once we'd won the bid, we didn't really want to do it anymore. It only cost us £10 billion. But the Olympic athletes, of course, are training, hundreds of hours, hours and hours and hours a day, and they have too much tension in their structures, and so the injury rates are going up. They should be going down.
Травмите при атлетите очевидно ще се умножат и ще се увеличат, тъй като всеки ден те се дължи на голям стрес, подготвяйки се за Олимпиадата.
And we're sort of coming to a point where we're looking at spirals very quickly. I just want to show you some of these very quickly. So this is collagen. Collagen is what makes up our fascia. Collagen is the most common protein in the body.
Това е най-често естественият протеин в тялото.
This is a cross-section of a piece of lower back fascia, the deep fascia from the lower back.
Това е напречен сенс от фасция от долната част на гръбначната стена.
And it's a photograph under an electron microscope.
Снимка направена с електронен микроскоп.
And these individual fibers here, these structures, are made up of triple helix, structures that are wound around each other, three at a time, form very, very strong bands.
Това са тройно преплетени фибри от колаген, които изграждат изключително здрави и устойчиви.
You can't pull these apart. These are impossible to pull apart.
Невъзможно е да ги разделим.
Muscle pulls apart. No touch it or pull it, muscle's gone.
В момента, в който докосва мускул, той ще се разпадне, ще
It's like
изчезне.
paste.
Тъй като е просто паста.
Fascia is.
Докато фасцията не е тя структура.
These are the spirals, single strand, triple collagen, central glycines. It's how they band together. And they wound themselves around each other to form a huge amount of tension. Fascia is made and collagen is made every single day until the day that you die. Every single day that you are on the planet, your fascia is being made. This gentleman has had his arm in the air for 35 years.
Този човек е държал ръката си високо във въздуха 35 години.
So what we can see, if you look carefully, is you can see his fingernails up in here.
Виждате пръстите му.
And his hand is completely bound together.
Виждате ръката му.
This is all collagen that's done this. So he
Контрактурата е следствие на колагена, който той...
He couldn't put his arm down now if he wanted to.
Той не може да свали ръката си долу, дори да иска.
When you're now sitting in your chair,
Когато седите в момента в столовете,
sitting there for far too long.
дълго време
I'd
сте
be bored if I was you. You know, shut up.
почвате леко да се движите.
And you're stiff
Кога
and
ще
you're
бъдете
sort of
най-сетне? Някои мускули
moving
заболяват.
around and your
Движите
shoulders.
раната.
This stiff feeling that you have, these are the fibers of your collagen binding together. It's like springs coming together.
Напрежението, което усеща, е заради фибрите на колагена, които се оплитат една спрямо друга.
You go boing, boing, boing. It sits in a fluid called, I'm going to bore myself in a minute, called ground substance, but this is where your collagen fibers come from. They come from the same fluid that also produces itself. So the fluid is made by a fibroblast and the collagen fibers are made by a fibroblast.
Основната клетка, която ги произвежда е фибробласта. Той произвежда както течността, така и самия колаген, който се произвежда от тази течност.
So, in order to keep your collagen fibers happy, you need to keep yourself moving.
Тоест, движението е от основно значение за изграждането на колагена.
So, what happens is that you need to be around people that are moving. So,
трябва да сте около хора, които се движат.
you need to be around. Run this way now. You need to be around somebody like this guy. Because this is who.
Трябва да сте около някой като Радослав, баунсър, подскачащия, тигъра.
So, we haven't finished yet. Do I have any questions, please? I do hope you have questions, because that's what I
Надявам се, че има
learned
въпрос.
from as far as questions are concerned.
Някакви въпроси от някой.
Do you have a question?
Can you switch the slide?
Huh?
Switch the slide.
No.
I have a question, please.
Yes.
It was Galen who said healing is movement.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
He did the original anatomy, but he always said, if you move, this is where your healing comes from. It was Hippocrates, then Galen as well.
Absolutely, yeah. He wasn't completely wrong about everything. He identified the brain as a central point and some kind of movement coming from the heart. So there are lots of models that he had, but just his gross anatomy was pretty terrible. His idea of the liver was awful.
Попитах го това, което е казал Хипократ, което е потвърдил Гален. Той е казал, че лечението е движението. И към всички пациенти, поне нещата, които аз съм учил и прилагам в момента с моите пациенти, смятам, че движението е основният терапевтичен подход, независимо как го прилагам аз като хирург и като лекар, вие като физиотерапевти, масажисти, Bowen терапевти. И неговият отговор беше такъв, да, Гален не е бил напълно на погрешна пътека, но анатомията като такава е погрешна, концептуално с разделена система.
The trouble isn't somebody having an idea or a bad idea. My ideas are rubbish. The trouble is that if I hang on to them, even when I had evidence to say that they're wrong, that's when we have a problem.
Проблемът е идея и макар и погрешна, ако имам доказателства, че тя не е, замълча и запазя това за себе си.
Our medical model in the West is going to go wrong because if we're not careful.
Нашия медицински модел на западния свят съвсем скоро се провали, ако не сме внимателни.
Questions? Come on. You've got questions. You're
Задайте
intelligent
въпроси.
looking people.
Мислете, затова сме заедно. Ако искате да зададете въпрос, просто вдигнете ръка, да ще видим.
Ако човек се движи, той е здрав от това, което ще изговори. Значи, в общи случаи хората, пациентите, които се залежават. Като се залежиш от това, което видяхме тук на картинките, колагенът се стяга и какво ще да се седиш, то боли ужасно.
Mostly we work with people who are not mobile, those who are ill and they have to lie down for a long time so that their collagen gets stiff.
Yeah.
Как да мотивираш такъв човек да се движи, когато той го боли всичко?
How can you motivate such a man to move if he is in pain all the time?
Yeah. Okay, so did you all hear the question?
Разбрахте ли
Good
въпрос?
question. So we introduce movement manually. It's what we have to do.
Това, което правим ние е да провокираме движението посредством нашата терапия. Мануално. Това е което трябва да направим.
But you're right, we can't do it ourselves. You know, if you're going to sit there and you are not going to give even the tiniest bit of movement that you're capable of, then it's going to be very difficult for me to do
Действително
that.
много е трудно да лекуваш пациент, който не желая да помогне.
If I shoot you in the knee, I'm not going to, but if I shoot you in the knee, the responsibility goes from me to you.
Ако стреляме в коляното, отговорността прехвърлям от себе си към теб.
So I have a picture on my wall in my office, and it says, as a doctor talking to a patient, and it says, what suits your busy schedule better? 1 hour of exercise a day, or being dead 24 hours a day?
В моя кабинет има картинка с един скетч на доктор и пациент и въпросът от доктора към пациента е какво пасва по-добре на твоя режим. 1 час фитнес на ден или 24 часа мъртъв?
So I give my clients one exercise or one thing to do a week. One little thing.
И аз давам на моите пациенти по едно единствено упражнение на седмица.
Move your finger for 20 seconds every day.
Движи показалеца си по 20 секунди всеки ден.
That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do.
Достатъчно за една седмица. And they still pay for that.
Did you do the exercise I gave you?
Правите ли упражненията, които ви дадах?
What? Yeah, well, do you know what my clients say? If you don't do your exercise, I'm not going to treat you.
Това, което им казвам, че не правят упражненията, няма да продължам да ги изправя.
Desi.
So it's a condition.
Pretty much. Okay? There's the door. Don't let it hit your ass as you go out of it. Because you know what? I've been doing this for 25 years. I can't be bothered anymore, you know? Because you're going to tell me that I'm no good as a therapist. Nah. So do your exercise or don't come back.
Това, което им казваме за една 125 години, ако смятате, че не ви помага, просто излезте на пуснете.
And it may sound scary, but you know how many people come into my clinic and I say, what do you know about Bowen? And they say, that I have to do what I'm told.
Когато питам хората, идващи при мен, какво знаете за Bowen, те ми отговарят, трябва да правя това, което се изисква от мен. Това, което ми се каже.
Why do we go to personal trainers? Why do people have personal trainers?
Защо хората имат лични треньори?
Just because they're too lazy and too lacking in motivation to go out and do it themselves. I put my hand up to that. I've got a friend who I swap with treatments and he gives me personal training. I know it doesn't show, but that's not the point. Don't be personal. Don't be rude.
Разбирате ли смисъла на това, което казва? Има персонални треньори, които служат единствено да мотивират човека, да го накарат да направи нещо.
So we need to motivate people. We need to say, what can this person do? The first step they can do. There's no point me saying to this chap who's got so much pain and drinks 60 cups of coffee a day and smokes 60 cigarettes a day that he has to do lots and lots of things because he won't do it.
Няма смисъл да караме някой, който пие 20 кафета на ден и пуши по 3 кутии да прави нещо, което той не би правил.
So I find the one thing that he can do. What's the one thing that I find that he can
do?
do?
За това нещо, което той би направил.
I get him to do that.
Аз го карам да прави именно това нещо.
And we create a culture of change for this person.
И по този начин създаваме култура на промяната. Бавна. Бавна.
We help him. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Но помагаща му.
Come on, come on.
подкрепящи.
Then we take very, very good notes and we can then say, look back at where you've come from. Look back at what you've been doing.
Наблюдавайки го, ние може да му показваме пътя, който е изминал.
So we're kind of like life coaches, I think, sometimes, you know.
Така че
There's
по
no
някакъв
point.
начин ние сме дори помощници за живота му като цяло.
There's no point going in and just doing a treatment and going away again. I'm not interested in that.
Няма смисъл в това просто да отидем да направим някаква манипулация и да приключим с този човек.
Yes. Sorry, this lady here had a question. And I want to come back to you, but you have...
She's speaking loud house. She doesn't need a microphone.
На български ще говоря, защото английски ми е слаб. Това, което първо ще бъде представено